And we have bananas in chat from Ollie95, XZ, Surprise Tulpa, Orbiter Fold, Shawatum Firm, Diaz, Amuxis Live, Harvey J Gaming, Sweeney Dunstan, Apez Koning. Jeez, these names, they're throwing me off. Corelio Free, Octavius Centerbar, my favourite name to say, and person whose name I was trying to pronounce and then it disappeared off the screen because the chat is full from bottom to top full of bananas. So thank you everyone for throwing bananas at me. I believe we have a lot of new subscribers as well throwing bananas, enjoying those emotes. There is a higher density of bananas than usual thanks to ShackDaddy99 in yesterday's stream, gifted loads of people subs. Unbelievable stuff. We've logged in. I remembered that I forgot. That's a great thing to do in life, remembering that you forget. I remembered that I forgot to go and learn how to move water into this block here. I mean, jeez. It's just what I'm like, you know. It's just what I'm like. We should probably set up a little bit of some basics around here. I was also thinking about maybe moving into a cave and decorating the cave a little bit. And having a little bit of a base rather than just have some janky stuff floating around here on the surface. Don't know what y'all think about that. What do y'all think about that? Should we make a base? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know that we're going to farm some sugarcane. Just that. Just the simple vanilla way. That is a very terracotta looking block. That's why we needed terracotta to make it. In the pre-stream, oh, jeez, I'm going to say this name wrong, aren't I? Glimpsk. Resubscribe for 20 months in a row. You think after 20 months I'd have a handle on how to say the name, but no. Wow, getting on here, huh? Glad to see things are still going strong. Thank you for your support, Glyphinx. Appreciate it ever so much. And Princess Sheep is also here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row. So thank you ever so much for the support. Greatly appreciated. Jamie12 says, I love this music. It sounds like the soundtrack to TES4. We're listening to C418, the creator of the Minecraft soundtrack, and we're going to listen to the album 1 today and a couple other songs. This one being Alive, one of my favourite songs by this dude. So we should have some blocks on our hotbar. I mean, just need to sort this inventory out a little bit right now, don't I? I need to hold on to that. We need to have food with us. We'll let that stuff stow behind. Wow, it's modded and already we got inventory problems. You know you're playing modded when your inventory's a mess. Okay, we're going to start using the stuff in this chest over here now as well. As I gathered some useful things when I played before, so let's bring some, well, can't really use water in the nether, can I? Also, I haven't enchanted anything yet, but it gives me resistance, which is pretty good. Pretty good deal. We need to go in here and get quartz, I believe. Sid Hank says, X, aren't you going to make this a regular series? By the way, I mean Foolcraft. No. If you're just tuning in for the Foolcraft for the first time, we're here to play and... Whoa! Oh yeah, different biomes in the nether. We're playing until 1.13 comes out. Hey, Nether Fortress is pretty good. And we're playing with the objective of collecting as many statues as we can. I now found out that the statues mod is actually not complete. And there isn't actually a lot of statues. So we might change our objective and just... I don't know, just have fun learning stuff and playing modded, I guess. Now, did someone come here and dig out that nether brick? They use vein miner on that sucker. Kind of looks like someone's been vein mining through here. And we need to find quartz. I'm going to guess most of it's been robbed. Apart from the dangerous stuff. It's got death and destruction below it. So we'll head for that little bit up there. Geez, a Foolcraft stream. I haven't seen the first, as with the TDMs. This is the second Foolcraft stream that we've done. Right, and vein mine will save us some hassle. 14. Really? I reckon the rest of it just dropped down below. There's also quartz down there. Ow. So we've got a reason to go below. So I can fall a little bit further, right? With feather falling. No, sorry, I don't have feather falling. Resistance. That's very creepy. Kind of looks like we're getting one piece of quartz for every block we mine. I think Scar was here, says Sid. Scar plays on the server, so it's entirely possible. Entirely possible. Obsidian tools are garbagely slow, says Surprise Tolper. They are, aren't they? Whose idea was it to get this thing? I mean, I think the idea was to use it for vein mining, so maybe we'll use the diamond pick for the other stuff. Right, and where do I see quartz? Nowhere. Currently I see it nowhere. He was gathering some netherrack, says Sid. Who would need netherrack? What for? It's like the most useless block ever. Now I want to go over here. So I need to cross this lava lake. Try not to fall into it. It's a good idea. Okay, we have successfully not fallen into the lava lake. So that's a good start. Now there are two patches of quartz. One is a little bit higher than the other. Alright. Kablam. We should count how many we're mining. It seems like we get one each time. Givarelli says, hey X, remember this is not vanilla. Netherrack has uses too. Oh yeah, true. True. I was only being quirky anyway. So, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, it's pretty much one per. So 37. Wow, how much of this stuff did I need? I think I only needed to make one comparator, so we've probably already got enough. While I'm down here, though, it seems like a good idea to collect. I think we should have got some enchanting going. Enchanted our tools. Fortune would have been nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think we'll make that a plan for today. Is Roman Empire II watching? Keeping their lists of things that I'm going to do. There's more quartz over there, but we'll leave it be. We'll head back, and we'll aim to get some enchanted tools this episode, or stream. Sweeney says, wait X, did your modded burn itself out? Not sure what you're asking, but I still feel pretty burned out on modded. I just had like an itch to play some Minecraft again, some Foolcraft, so here we are. Here we are, you know. Morning X, you're early, says the Vigo man. Actually, I'm late, which I wanted to apologise for. Sorry for being late. I woke up at the right time. I don't know what it was. See, when I wake up, I have a bowl of cereal, and then I go for a walk. And when I got back, I was like, oh, okay, I'm like a good 15 minutes late today. So yeah, that's why the stream started later than it was supposed to. This is why I don't like having a schedule, though. This is why I don't like having fixed times, because I don't know, I find even if I don't like being too early, right? Because then I sit around twiddling my thumbs. And then if I'm sitting around twiddling my thumbs, I'll find a way to distract myself and then be late for a stream anyway. So it usually doesn't work as efficiently to have a fixed time. Imagine Momo says, X playing Foolcraft, this may be good for derps. Oh, it'll be great for derps. There'll be lots of them, don't worry. Will this be a stream series, says Granos? That's all it's going to be. That's all it's going to be. You filthy husks. Husking up the desert. Did you just drop some sort of hat? Sombrero. Oh, I've got a sombrero. Hi. Jeez. Ella Suma, you can call me now. And, oh, I've got some rare earths. Not interested in rare earths. Right, so we've got our quartz. We need to make a comparator, which means we will need some smooth stone. You know, if I could remember how to play modded, I might have made some sort of power source and furnace by now. Block of coal. Like electric furnace. Hey, maybe that's a project. Let's type in furnace and see what the options are. Yes, there's an extra utilities furnace. Gonna guess that runs off of power. We generate power like this automatically at the moment, so there is no reason why we can't make that furnace. And we have those materials, right? Yes. Oh yes! Asuma and the Brain Smarts. They thought there'd be derping. But I figured it out. We need a furnace. Bam! Let's go plop you down here. Hey, full power immediately. Don't mind if I do. So let's get some more stone going. Sweet. So that's our current power setup. Now I could make more of these and put more bonsai trees on them. Do I get anything if I click this, interact with it? Just seems to work. Demonic says, hi X. LX. Hi LX. Listening while playing Pixelmon again means I'll probably be lurking. That's cool. Thanks for coming by. Can you make a Bumbo Cactoni with the sombrero? Someone's asking. No. That's an Iskal thing. Gentle Magnu says, oh, you can't actually use emotes. That's interesting. Jam says, I'm new here, but are you on the Foolcraft server? Yes, I am. Right, I think what I'd like to do moving forward is get those enchantments, but also find a cave to inhabit. It's Kyle! Huh! That's absolutely amazing! I love it. That's really cool. Cuplex says, I'm here to help you with XNet. Awesome, buddy. That's good to hear. Good to have you here. We're definitely going to need your guidance. So we've still got a little bit of obsidian. We need 2 diamonds. We need a little bit of leather. Now, the question is, does a cactus cow drop leather? That's the question, ladies and gentlemen. Do you drop leather? The answer is yes. That is a good answer. XNet is a bit complex though, says Pyroburnium. When I watched the tutorial about it, I was really impressed. I was like, oh, this looks like a clever thing. Right, so we got our leather. We need some paper. 2 bits there. And I guess I started a farm. The farm is going to be reduced in size significantly. Another thing we're going to do this stream is Pam's Harvestcraft as well. Trying to get all the plans out there for Roman Empire II. We are going to be enchanting, we're going to be trying to find a cave, and we want to do another thing. What was that other thing? I literally just said it, Pam's Harvestcraft. So the food we're eating is currently terrible, but with Pam's we can make the food a lot better. So we have a book, actually I'll just craft it straight away now, can't I? Oh yes we can. Hi, I threw my book on the ground. Do I want to do basic enchantments or level 30 enchantments? Looking at my levels, I want to do the higher ones. So we kind of need to get the sugarcane farm going. Kind of need to find more leather. I might have a whole bunch of leather lying around in here as it goes. Let's check it out because I've already done this. I went around farming stuff. 21 leather. What did I tell you? Sugarcane for the well, I technically already had one, but we didn't know that until just now. I've also got more food in here if ever we need it. And a whole bunch of ores. But the sugarcane and the leather is good for now. I love this song. This song's amazing. Swordman Joe says, doing some work late night after I got home from my night job. And then X starts streaming. A good thing to listen to for the next half hour or so. I hope you enjoy it, man. And then have a good night's sleep. Good night's rest after a long day's work. See, look, I've got some efficiency going on in this chest. Right, let's hide the leather and the paper for now. We'll use that to make bookshelves later on. People are putting derp faces in chat. Well, why? Why? There's no explanation. There was paper, says Ty. How is that a derp? Yeah, there's 2 bits of paper. 2 bits of paper. Y'all a bunch of derp fiends. Any old excuse to shout derp. And you're right on it. What we need to find now is some lapis. And that cave. Need to find a cave that screams, build a base in me. Cuplex says you can also use XNet to make an entire refined storage network. That's cool. Right, now we should have seen at least a little bit of lapis already, but we haven't. And we might not. Okay, 2K18 of Doom says paper in satchel, Asuma. Yeah, there was paper in the satchel. Y'all a bunch of derp things. How is that a derp? How is that a derp? Getting some paper and then going, we'll start to use materials from our satchels and there's paper in it. What's the big deal? I've created a bunch of derp things, it's true. There's some lava up there. I could do with a little bit of this actually to stop the lava from killing me. And there's some diamonds there. Let's grab the iron, which will fall dangerously close to the lava. So that weren't the brightest of ideas. How is there weather today in the world, says Natural God. There's always weather in the world, that's why. There's always weather in the world. If there's no weather, that's I don't know what that is. That's like no atmosphere. Yeah, I'm not actually seeing any lapis anywhere. We might have to dig around a little higher up for it. Does lapis go all the way to the bottom of the world, or does it... I know that you can get it relatively high up, but I think it might have a cut-off point. Then again, in vanilla, pretty sure you get lots of lapis when you're branch mining down at the bottom of the world. So maybe we're just getting unlucky and not seeing anything. Cuplex says you're going to need quite a bit for string for your X-Nex systems. I suggest making a cotton farm to produce string. Or you can make a spider sapling and automate it with bonsai. Ooh, spider sapling. More diamonds. People in chat are quoting that it's the same as gold, being Y32 and below. Did I pick up all of that coal? I must have done. So we're in the right spot, but we're not finding the right stuff. Right, and is that a cave, or is that just the gravel I ripped out? It's not a cave. The Black Ranger PL says, last time I checked there wasn't any weather outside. I don't know what you're on about. I mean, if there's no weather, then you've got a little bit of a problem. Because that means there'll be no atmosphere. Jeez. Why you no use kappa picks for vein mining stone, says Kronos. Because I don't know what a kappa pick is. Pretty simple. I should have brought some torches with me. I wonder if I've got dynamic lighting. I don't have zoom, so I've got a feeling Optifine is installed. Oh, lag spike of doom and death. The coal is still on the floor. I didn't see it. Jeez. Am I blind or something? I can see it from back here. How did I not see that down there? Goodness me. Pick is a pick with like tons of durability and is pretty easy to craft. Alright, so kappa pick, yeah, talking about. Kappa pick 3153 320. So this one's better. Harvest level 1, harvest level 3. Why would I make this? This is clear, what I've got is clearly superior in many ways. Let's hop up on top of this. I can't see anything, but I definitely don't see lapis. Did I bring any wood with me? I didn't even bring the means to have torches to light stuff up. I think lapis has changed. I think it's rare. It's got to be. This is silly if I don't have any torches. Stuff will start spawning down here as well. Like a cactus spider. That was so mysterious. I was like, what? There's cactus down here now. Well, you are hilarious, my friends. Congratulations. Oh, jeez! Oh, goodness me! That was terrifying. Oh! Give me a heart attack, will ya? Give me a heart attack. Wow, that was interesting. That was certainly interesting. Go to JEI and see the recipes for lapis ore. Someone in chat is typing. So you have to craft it? Okay, yeah, look, world gen. Oh, we should see it in the overworld. Maybe we just need to keep going. But there is a blue laser lens, which requires pink slime. Shouldn't be terribly difficult to get if you find an island, right? And then you can vein words talking. It's early in the morning. You can get it from one of those void miners. That's the one. Jeb says, I live on the moon, so I've never seen weather IRL. Yes, I believe that you live on the moon, that they have internet in the moon. Alban Berg says, it's the babies. Baby spiders. It's a cactus, but it's a spider. But it's a slime. What would you call a cactus spider? Cactus spider, maybe. By the way, we had noise in our ear that I completely missed because I'm an idiot. Anna Ark resubscribed 7 months in a row. Thank you so much for your resubscription. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Pink slime isn't the Tinker's one, says Billy. Ah, okay, right. Let's go check it out then. So, it did have a different thing here. Pink slime fluid in the world. So, you got to get some pink slime fluid going on. I'll pretend I know where I can get some of that. I think we should look at getting some food together. Now, usually when you hover over food, you see the rating. Ah, it's bottom right of the tooltip. Carrot juice, hello. More saturation on that one. But I want to look for some food with some haunches. There is a lot of stuff here. Corn on the cob. Water bucket, a skillet, and then corn meal. Corn, mortar and pestle. Going back to the corn again. These are kind of complicated. X, do you think that 1.13 will come out next week, says Rubinio. I don't think it will come out next week. Orange yogurt. Sounds nice. Oh, these ones, those are desserts. And oh no, they do have a rating. It's moved to the top. Fruit crumble. Maybe we should work the other way around, and we should look at what we've got and what we can make, which is apples. Click on uses, and we might. There you go. See, now we can start to see something. Whoa! Ploughman's lunch. Well, the bread and the apple can be done. I don't know how you get these other things, but that is something to aim for. How do you make cheese? That's kind of easy. Can we milk a cactus cow? Let's make a bucket and find out. Because it is a cow. It is a moo cow technically. X, eat a balanced diet, says the real Fandango. I like your name. Yeah, we'll aim to do that. Right, yes, we can milk cactus cows. Cool. You can get them from the plants that drop random veg, says Jeb. So what was the other thing with the ploughmans? So I was looking in cheese, yeah, salt, soy milk, fresh milk, pots. Salt was just a pot, so bricks and a stick. I think I might have run out of bricks by now. Don't see, they're in my inventory, so we need more clay. Now let's open up journey map, because we went north last time. To get clay I think we should head south, down here, and then maybe look for some more fruity stuff we can pick up on the way for making foods. Hey X, it's been a good while since I caught up with you on a stream. Good to see you, says oh, can I say this name? I'm going to call you Laz, because I'm going to butcher the rest of the name. Nice to see you again. Captain Iran says, try set up an auto crafting system for it. I don't think I've got any of the materials or knowledge to do that. Also, I've got a cup of tea here. We've been streaming for 24 minutes. This is going to be some prime temperature. Beautiful. That's some good stuff. I see clay, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a good idea to head south. I think those beachy rivers just don't have clay in. And I picked it all up. And there's a couple more batches, so we'll pick these up while we're here. Wow, swimming is slow. I'm used to that season 5 depth strider. Make ME system now, says Ilsana. What time frame do you give me to have this ME system up and running by? 3 minutes? 4 minutes? Make sure you have a constant supply of tea, says TikTok. That'll be my requirement for playing the Asuma mod pack. Drink lots of tea. Woo! Hey, maybe that'll be a good spot for a base. Just build it in the ravine. It's a double ravine. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Maybe we could convert this into a base. Just have a double ravine with a big opening. Put some like rooms in the side of the ravine. That's a good idea, I think. And it's near to where we are, so we don't have to move everything too far. Your AOIT is a shovel too, says Orbiter Fold. I'm aware of this, but I will continuously forget. So your attempts to remind me are futile, good sir. Ollie95 says, why are you calling it Season 5? Is there a reason to name the season number if it is the current season? Just, that's what I call it. I call it Season 5, right? I could have said Hermitcraft, I'll just say Season 5. That's Season 5 Depth Strider goodness. Hey, look at this. There's some fruity trees right next to where we might potentially build a base. So this could give us access to plums and... oh, they're both plums. So these trees, who can answer me? Like, how is it that they grow Pam's stuff, yet they look like they're an oak tree? Is this just a generation thing, or is there a type of sapling? I wonder if Pam's has saplings then. Ah! Oh, he's learning! I'm figuring it out. Right, so if we get a... oh, mate, okay. I want to do this now. I want to set up like a bunch of trees full of different fruits down in our little underground ravine. Mr. Rabbit's running away from me. I'm a scary fella. I'm a scary fella, ain't I? Captain Varan says, X, you can use a bonsai pot to farm trees, fruits with a sapling. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that, because there's always just tons of stuff that, like, oh, now you can do it with one block, and I think that's kind of boring, to be fair. I think I'd rather have the trees, like, outgrowing, you could see the fruit, and then have some sort of, like, fruit picking automation going on. That thing ran out of power, so it's probably sucking all of the juice out of this, and it'll probably get a boost in a second. Let's see if that's the case. Ah, maybe you get none of it. Maybe this thing... okay. Right, we're going to need to smelt up some of these, because we were making bricks for some of that Pam's Harvestcraft stuff. But I think what we really want to do is move all of our inventory, so... we can put stuff into satchels. What's the best way to move all of this stuff, right? Is there like a chest mover? Ollie95 says you should be able to craft an item called Market. You can buy the seeds from Pam's Harvestcraft things, as well as tree saplings for 1 emerald out of each of it. I think I'd like to just go find them and then turn them into saplings. I feel like it'd be a bit more of a reward. So, chest. Let's type in chest transporter. We have these. And I think I don't really need to make a diamond one, so maybe we'll make a gold one. So just sticks and gold, and then we can dump everything into chests and move it in one go. So let's dump everything into chests that we're going to take with us. We'll keep the food and the book. The milk can go in here. I guess this thing could go in there. And did we smelt up any gold? Do you know what? I'll just do iron. We're going to need 4 of these, I think. Can we take everything? Actually, no. I want to take cactus. I want to take a bunch of sand. I kind of want to take the sand without ruining the desert, but there's no way ever to not do that, is there? There's never a way. We've also got a whole bunch of crops around here we should harvest again, so when we get down there we can keep growing all these different types of crops. We'll also need to figure out what kind of blocks we're going to use to harvest this stuff. Grim says, hi Asuma, what have I missed? I'm sick, so sorry I joined late. No problem at all. Welcome to the stream. Sorry to hear you're feeling sick, buddy. You haven't missed much really. We've kind of wandered around. We went into the nether to get some quartz, and then I kind of decided that... Oh, there's the thing I should bring with us. Oh, look, and there's clay. Here we are going out on an adventure for clay, and there's, like, loads of it lying around. Why did I do that? Let's just mine it with this. X, having a chest in the chest transporter gives you negative effects. So put the filled transporter in a satchel. Oh, clever. Clever trick. I used to do that when moving stuff around. I used to put it inside another, like a backpack, and then it removes the effect. Very clever. That's a smart tip. Pro tip right there. I like it. We're going to get as many of these crops to bring with us as we can as well. Just so we can start up some good old farms. That being said, I'm not actually getting seeds, am I, for the wheat? We need to pack this stuff away. Ah, and my my trusty little phone thing, which is now a timer, is reminding me, peeps, that it's time to look away from the screen and rest your eyes. So here on the stream, we are promoting some good health activities. One of those is if you're at a computer for over an hour, if you're looking at a screen, an iPad, probably even a television. Good idea just to look away, gaze off into the distance, look outside, see what's going on out there, check out the outdoors, you know. Rest your eyes, basically. The eye doctor has told me, X, you need to rest your eyes more. You're spending too long on those streams staring at the screen. So while I was rambling there, just took a moment to look outside. And you're welcome to join me. It is good for your eyes in the long run to make sure they don't get too strained looking at streams all day. Right, bam. And let's pick that up. X, have you collected all of the mob heads on Hermitcraft, says Schwattem Firm. I think like all but one or two. I think. Something like that. Well, yeah, this is what I should do. I should shift click in, because if there's room for something, it might as well go in there. So we're going to bring a satchel with us. But it will need to be a satchel with some space to put in these chest holding things. So let's get rid of our cobble. Hey look, I got a little bit of lapis in there, so I must have found some when caving before. Sugarcane not got a place? Okay, still got plenty of room here. Got to finish getting all of the cactus together. XVXI test as surprise trouble. Thanks for the tea reminders, peeps. Cronus says, I ruined my eyes that way. I wish I assumed we'd given this advice before. Well, it's not a thing that's going to happen instantly, right? It's a lifelong thing. I doubt you would find yourself in a situation where you have ruined your eyes because you looked at a screen for too long. It's a long-term thing. It's like if you spend day after day after day after day looking at a screen for hours on end, you know, like your eyes are going to deteriorate faster than if you remember to take those little breaks. Something like that. Is there a waystone in the village? If so, you should take that. Oh, good idea. We should explore the village and see what other useful things there are. Is there anything useful in this house? No. Except dirt. It's got dirt in it. It's got that going for it. Jeez, we don't need your dirt. 8 Muses says, my eyes are perfect so far, though. Should still do it. Just, you know, just read up on it. Don't deny the science. Like, looking at a screen that is close... If the screen is more than 35 inches away from you, you will most likely not be straining to look at it. So 35 inches is a lot longer than the length of your arm. If your monitor is, you know, at the length of your arm or closer, your eyes have to physically work harder to look at it. It strains the muscles in your eyes. Now, the thing about muscles is when you get older, they deteriorate. If they've spent their life straining because they've been too close to something, then they are going to deteriorate quicker. It's simple stuff. You can say, hey, my eyes are fine though. Like, yeah, but you might be young and healthy and you won't feel the effects of that yet. It's, you know, if you don't have to if you don't want to. It's fine. I'm just trying to give some advice to those that want to hear it. Because I am getting older and I am feeling the effects of what using computers does to your eyes, basically. So I'm just, you know, passing on a little bit of advice to anyone that wants to hear it. Looking away from the screen helps with better sleeping as well. That would make sense. I mean, I think when it comes to better sleeping, better health, I think a lot of these artificial things that we have created for ourselves could quite easily be the source of other issues. Being in our own little concrete jungle. Didn't I just raid this one? If so, I'll take some more books. Okay, then we have this mistake. You've got a hammer on. I'm going to pinch your hammer. I'm going to pinch your hammer. An engineer, are you? You didn't engineer a way to stop me stealing. Oh, this is that mod, and you got your own villager for it. That's super cool. Hey, if ever we get into this mod, we must remember to come back here and steal. Steal like we have no conscience. Take things from this villager. That appears to be all that there is that is of use to us in this area for now. Just the hammer. Pinch Joe hammer. Oh, what are you? Flax. Oh, wow. Hey, these are things that we can farm. Right. Anything inside that building? That's the one thing we've got left to raid now. Also, I think we might have not gone in this building. Take the crates, says Kajelson. Oh, right, because they're like inventories. Do they keep the items in them? Hi. Hi, jam guy. You're selling jams. Interesting. Oh, that thing there. Hey! Look at that. Maybe we'll grab. I'm gonna chuck stuff. This is a great storage. Right, I'm gonna chuck stuff in here, and then I'm gonna come back and pick it up. You feel me? So we'll come back to here, and then we'll take the stuff over there. Right, we've got a plan. We've got a plan. We've got a plan. That's good. We didn't raid the house directly next to us, though. That's downside to my plan. It's a coffee maker. Canola. I'm going to take the canola. And up here, there's lasers. That's just a wood casting. Oh, jeez! What am I doing? I've just I'll leave the building. I'm just pressing buttons and activating lasers. Oh, no! How many times has this happened? Jeez, do I even have the means to get out of here? I need that block, thank you. If I can't place this block here... Uh-oh. I'm in a very bad situation. People are calling me a derp. I'll give you that one. That was definitely a derp thing to do. Let's press that derp button. Alright, you got your one derp, alright? Y'all got to be quiet now. Got to be quiet on the derp front. We're doing good this stream. We're making plans. We're collecting and gathering stuff. We're going to go on an adventure. An adventure into a cave. So we should probably put some torches on myself. There's a whole stack of torches. And now what I would like to do is find some more wood, but I don't see some lying around. I think there's some in my satchels, but I'll pinch it from this tree. Mr. Tree, do you mind if I borrow some wood? Probably not. Thank you very much. You're in my inventory. One derp is not enough. Nether enough, says Imagine Momos. Nether enough. Lasagna says, it wasn't that the same quicksand as last time? Yes, that's precisely why it's a derp. Because I should know better by now. Right, how many of these can we make? I think we need 5. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, but you remember. I see, I see. Let's just make 2 extra, just in case I've somehow managed to goof that one up. Let's take a couple more things out of here quickly. Right, so with my new found fancy fandangled chest carriers, we'll move our base somewhere else, and we'll do it in the cheatiest way we know. Like that. Sweet! What a fantastic idea! Thank you again for the suggestion to use the satchel. Great idea. You got a halo. You have a halo. What do you do? Medicine man. Ah, cool. Buffalo hide. Buffalo tooth. Do you know the Indians used to use every part of the buffalo? Who minds if we go a little bit deep on the stream today? I got a topic I want to talk about actually that's been floating around in my mind. Who minds if we go a little bit deep? The Indian man has reminded me of the deepness. It's not cheating, it's creative use of game mechanics. There's a difference. Did I just place down some string somewhere? Yeah, I did. Go deep, I don't mind. Crates, I don't mind. Go. Go deep, go deep. Alright, let's start with the beginning of this latest strain of 4. As a person, most of us are trying to figure stuff out about life, right? And I think if you're trying to figure stuff out, talk about it. Why not? Anyway, so I watch these Joe Rogan podcasts from time to time. Some of you out there probably watch them too. I really like that he interviews people and lets them talk, as opposed to perhaps they might say something controversial or disagreeable and, you know, come at them with some sort of, you shouldn't say that. He just lets people talk. I think that's important. Let them talk, let them have their say, and if their ideas are really good, then, or, you know, they're valuable, that'll show. So he interviews Ted Nugent, who I know the song Stranglehold and probably a couple of others. Famous musician. Kind of a name probably everyone's aware of. Maybe if you're young, you haven't heard of Ted Nugent yet, but if you go look up the song Stranglehold, it's a really good song. And this guy's been playing guitar since he was a kid, still touring to this day. And when I saw that it was Ted Nugent on the Joe Rogan show, when you see the latest thing in your subscription feed, I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. Like, I've heard that Ted Nugent's crazy and like he's got these abhorrent views. And then I was like, and where did I hear that? Where did I hear this thing about this other person? And so instantly I tried to evaluate my own BS, so to speak. I'm like, I have no idea who Ted Nugent is other than a guy who wrote a song that I know. And all I've heard, Mr. Bunny is such a bad life decision. How could you choose to do such a thing? Your lucky ex is around. No, don't go back in. Your lucky ex is around looking after you, okay? Because you get yourself into all sorts of kerfuffles. Right, yeah, go over there. Ted is the mayor of his own town. That's absolutely true, Joe Bloke. And that makes him a federal officer, and he's allowed to carry a firearm anywhere in the US because he is the sheriff of his own town. And apparently in the UK he can carry his firearm as well, because there is an agreement that American law enforcers can carry firearms in the UK. I was like, whoa. Yeah, so I had to go, right, where have I heard that Ted Nugent is crazy? The fact that I can't remember means that I should probably, you know, disassimilate this impression of someone I'm sort of aware that I actually don't really know anything about, and let's hear what they have to say. And this guy, the way he talks, passionately, kind of vividly, unapologetically, and some of the things he said, you could very easily take things he say out of context and make him sound like a nasty person. And to be fair, some of his views I really didn't agree with, especially on immigration. But by listening to someone else's viewpoint without going into the "you're wrong" kind of anger mode, you can understand where they are coming from. And I think it's important to understand one another. We don't have to agree, but we need to understand, because it lets you see how people see the world differently, how they interact with it differently. I mean, I'm trying to light the place up so we can settle down. Maybe I should get a secure location going first, you know. Ah, jeez, okay, this could go very badly right about now if there's a creeper or something around. I see something green, it's not a creeper, thank goodness. Okay, there is a green creeper. I feel like it's all going to go wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hide in a hidey hole, because back here is where our place of permanent residence will now be. Bam! And I need that torch. Bam! Yeah, let's just head back here. They can carry with the badge, says Joe Bloke. So they have to have the badge with them as well. Ted is very big with our Second Amendment rights, says Randy Nicole. Yeah, and by listening to people who like, you know, or believe in Second Amendment rights, because I come from the UK. We don't have guns. It's so easy to listen to people talk about how terrible guns are, how we need to get rid of them, or how they need to be getting rid of in America, and just not listen to anyone who's pro-gun amendment. If you actually listen to people who are pro-gun amendment and, you know, pay attention to what they're saying, try and think about it, try and understand their worldview, the question becomes a little bit different. Like, your view of what guns are to other people becomes different, and you know, I wouldn't therefore now go and vote for, hey, let's have guns over here in the UK, but it lets you understand how people think of things differently. Tobias Gamer says, back in the 90s, Ted Nugent had a radio show here in the Metro Detroit, Michigan, USA area. I was on his show for a few moments for a comment I made to him about the Fred Bear song. I do love his music. I know who Fred Bear is now. Famous, well, not, I don't think he was a famous bow and hunter, but a very skilled hunter with a bow and arrow that taught, I believe, or knew Ted Nugent. I think Ted already knew how to hunt with a bow and arrow, but Fred was a hunter that he like looked up to and met on occasion, something along those lines. I agree because I live in England, says Jeb. Well, there you go. If you live in England, it's going to be so easy to be disposed to this idea of guns are just terrible, get rid of them, right? But if you listen to people talk about guns, you realise they have a very different kind of worldview. And someone like Ted Nugent is a sort of like a survivalist character, right? This is a guy you could throw out into the wild with his bow and arrow and he'd be fine. He knows how to hunt. He knows how to survive. And for him, engaging with the world is about being a strong individual who can protect themselves and their family. And so a gun enables them to do that, to protect themselves. So, like, being from here in the UK, where we don't kind of have a lot of that sort of survivalist culture, it's really difficult to understand, because how can I describe it? Like, I think a lot of people here in the UK, there's probably a larger percent of city type people compared to people who are closer to nature. I think in America, because there's so much of it that is open and big, there is a lot more people who live off the land and live with the land, and, you know, have survival skills. And anyway, like, you live in this city life, you've got like law enforcement to protect you, so to speak. You don't actually have, whoa, this could be bad news. You don't have like the life skills. Like, if you put me out in the forest, I'm probably gonna die. Okay, yeah, I'm interested in that stuff. I've watched some Bear Grylls peeing on himself. Jeez. But, you know, I'm not educated in it. I'm probably going to die. I don't know where I'm going with this point right now. I'm totally getting off topic. But a gun does not have defensive capabilities, says Hagmanon. Well, yeah, it does. If someone's running at you with a giant machete going, I am going to attack you and hurt you, would you rather have a gun or would you rather have a stick, you know? We all understand that, right? Anyway, look, I wasn't getting onto this to actually even talk about guns, and just getting off topic now. When I saw the Indian man in the village just a moment ago, it reminded me of Ted talking about hunting and animal rights, and this was great. Again, like, I say it so many times when I talk about this stuff, if you only ever listen to, like, stuff that agrees with you, you're not going to end up with a broader view of things and understand how people see the world differently and interact with it differently. So he's talking about how he likes to go hunting and how people come after him for hunting. And, you know, I probably could say until maybe the last couple of years that I would have been, you know, hunting is disgusting, how could you? I think I remember when I learned that James Hetfield was going hunting because there was a whole boycott thing about him at Glastonbury. I was like, you know, oh, James, like, you go hunting? That's disgusting. You know, you go and shoot innocent animals, what's wrong with you? But, you know, at the same time, this is what's it called? It's a George Orwell thing. Doublethink. The ability to hold contradicting opinions in your mind. So at the same time that I would be a, you know, animal rights, oh, don't be cruel, don't go hunting. I also have like a deep respect for the Native Americans and am fascinated by their culture and how they just instinctively had this kind of harmony with nature. You live off the land, like, because they used to hunt buffalo and they would use every little bit of the buffalo to survive. I need something to do. I think I need to go light up that ravine while we talk. X, do yourself a favour and Google Ted Nugent Obama, says Octoplop. If you got something you think that I should go check out in relation to what we're talking about today, tweet it at me, because after the stream I will find a point in my day to check Twitter. I read every tweet, and then if someone's like, hey, here's this thing about Ted Nugent and Obama, I'll go check it out. So, and they didn't hunt too many buffaloes, says Psycho Psy. Well, that's a very good point, because that's something that we're going to come to real soon. So Ted talks about hunting, and talks about how he loves hunting, but it's also a very like a very humanistic experience. Like it's spiritual. It's part of being a part of Mother Nature, and talks about how like when you go hunting, it's not like some savage, let's shoot an animal for fun, yeehaw kind of thing, right? Like they are going to shoot that animal and then eat and use every part of it, like, because they respect, like, this is how nature works. And it's kind of true. It kind of makes sense that this is how nature works, because, jeez, uh-oh, I need to heal. When we hunt, and it's not just someone with a gun who's a bit, I don't know, mean, psychopathic, just wants to shoot stuff, you know. A lot of hunters, according to Ted, are actually, you know, respectful people who care about what they're doing. And part of hunting is that you're hunting when populations explode in an area. Hunting is a part of controlling the population and keeping the ecosystem intact. And apparently down in Texas they have wild boar machine gunning of animals. Now that sounds at first absolutely terrible and horrible. They get helicopters and they machine gun down wild boars. But there is a reason why they are doing that, because they are absolutely devastating the environment that they are in, because there are so many of them. And if they, he was saying, if they had different hunting laws in the area, they wouldn't have to resort to such extreme measures. That hunting is a natural part of keeping populations in check and in control. And it's like our relation to nature. Yeah, and there was a couple, what was the other point he brought up? There's a couple other profound points about it as well. You could shoot a moving target instead of an animal, says Ryder Doug. Yeah, I'm trying to make a point that he's saying that it's not like a yeehaw, let's go shoot some stuff kind of thing. It's like it's a part of the cycle of life. If we don't hunt, then the ecosystem changes, and that can have some negative consequences. You know, different populations boom and explode and change the environment. Like, it's saying that we are a part of the process. And he also pointed out, like, so let's say you are like I have been at one point, and you're like, wow, I've seen all these movies about how horrible the treatment of animals in factory farming is, which of course it is, it's disgusting. I am going to, you know, stop eating meats, perhaps animal-based products as well, like cheese and milk and eggs, and you're going to go and eat plant-based food, right? Nothing but plant-based food. Well, he points out that, you know, it's all connected, it always is connected. If you're eating, you know, soy milk, like I have soy milk, but that's more of a health thing, because it's far better to consume than dairy milk, way less fatty. So if you're having these soy products, right, like, in order to have soy farms and to have agricultural farms, they have to kill animals to stop them eating the crops. You know, they have to use pesticides, and it's just what life is. Life is, you know, there's death. Death is involved in life. We can be ethical about it, we can be conscious about it, but if you choose to use, you know, like plant-based foods, like you have your soy, tofu, things like that, the farms in which they come from, people are going to have to protect those massive farms from animals that are going to come in and go, that's food, and try and eat those plants. And those animals will be killed. Really, really great point. You know, you're eating my food's food, says Psycho Sio. Brilliant. X, do you listen to Radiolab? I do not. I listen, my podcasts are H3H3, which is like fun and goofy, and Joe Rogan, which is like a wide range of knowledgeable people, sometimes controversial people. Comedians go on there as well. I try and pick out the podcasts where I'm going to learn something from, and I like Joe's setup because he lets other people talk, and he knows how to like prod them with the right sort of questions that people can listen to and make their own opinions out of, you know. Most farms don't kill the animals, they put up fences though, says 8 Muses. Animals are crafty, man. They make their way around fences and they jump in. I mean, what he said seemed very logical to me. Like, I haven't gone and like looked up the numbers, but like agricultural farming is massive. Like, it's not like a small field in someone's backyard, you know. We have to feed cities full of people. These agricultural farms are massive if you've seen them, like giant areas of land, and they have to, you know, be protected from animals. Animals are going to get in there and try and eat. Imp Adge says, X quick tip, create some rice bread. Really easy early food in this pack. I thought you meant IRL, because I was just thinking, oh yeah, rice bread, that sounds like a good alternative to breads, right? Because I've stopped eating wheats. Keep hearing about how bad wheats are. So rice soup, fried rice, whoa. Rice cake. Was it rice bread, wasn't it? Crispy rice puff bar. Rice and marshmallows. Jeez, the amount of stuff you can make. Rice bread. I mean, it's like there and it's really obvious, but for some reason I can't see it. So we need some rice. I believe we actually have some rice. Do we have to plant the rice, or are there rice seeds? Let's check it out. Rice seeds. So no, we can expend this stuff immediately. I guess I should put down a crafting bench into this area. So that'll make us rice dough, and then we can cook the rice dough into food. Thanks for the tip, man. That actually looks like a good choice. Right there. Tolbert says, granted, some things aren't used to so much nowadays, like the bones, antlers and such, but that is due to our own modernization. But food, even beyond beef, chicken / fish, will always be needed. Plant it, says Jasper. Yeah, we need a place to plant it. I'm just thinking, like, how are we going to go about decorating this? I think we're going to have to build a floor here in the ground. Going to have to light up the areas above eventually. Get rid of the lava. We'll follow the natural shape, and then I guess we can put rooms on either side, right? Let's get rid of this gravel. There's a bit of a means for a room in this space. So we need a material to build out of, but to begin with, we're not going to fuss around too much. So let's mine away this coal, and then let's build something through here. I could use vein miner. I'm a little bit suspect of using, like, it could be very easy to dig way too much away, kind of thing. Anyway, like, from what I've said so far about like this newer perspective, it kind of ties into symbionts and like the cycle of life and death. It's all connected. It's all part of the same thing. And he was talking about how hunting respects that. How hunting is like a part of that. You know, you respect the creature that you kill, but it's part of the process of life, and that's kind of undeniable. You know, it's where we've modernized and created cities that we have become detached from the reality of our existence and what we are. You don't see the animals get killed that you eat, right? You don't see that. It's you're completely detached from it. And I'm still eating mostly non-animal stuff. T reminders in chat, thank you very much. But I've educated my point to the self where I see that you do have to consume some products from animals because it's part of like how we've evolved, and your body has evolved to want those things, because that's the environment that it's adapted to. And luckily for me now, I found a couple of butchers and farms that I can go to in the area and get farm reared animals. So I'm not going to eat like meat with every meal, and now just once a week get some meat. Dace Mate says, man, never seen the steeper side of you, Chill Asuma. Geez, I probably haven't waffled in a while, but I actually go off on these tangents quite often on my streams. Get gluttony charm, it makes sure you eat some food super fast. That sounds cool. Swiss courses, tea is killing poor innocent tea leaves, but it's well worth it. Eat Melisuma, brilliant. Oh, by the way, Sass. Oh, gee, do you know what? There's this button I've noticed. Oh, look at that! Oh, Sass9602 has gifted a sub to Birdie for 10 months in a row. How generous of you! And look at this professional streamer right here, catching that noise in the ear right as it landed. You know, and brilliant I am. Oh, look at that! It appeared again. That's because I'm 17 minutes late. What a derp. Jeez. Birdie, Sass, if you're still there, if you haven't disappeared, thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry for being 17 minutes late. Jeez. Yeah, this is a little button to make it appear again. Oh, and another subscription. No, it's the same one again. I get a little buzz every time I hear that sound, though. It's cool. Where's my bucket of water? So we're going to go put down some rice seeds, which means I need some dirt. So my horribly disorganised chests could perhaps get organised like so. So we've got a little bit of dirt. We've got another little bit of dirt. It's just not a lot of dirt, really, is it? Do I have any dirt in here? Probably not. Is there any dirt in and around this area? Hey, I've got an efficiency 1 pickaxe somewhere. There it is. Blam, should start using that. Right, so we usually got pockets of dirt. I see one dirt there. Usually got these pockets in a cave, don't we? Gluttony charm is super OP, says Jeb. Gluttony charm. Golden apple. If we find one of those, we'll maybe craft it. You are some sort of entropy crystals, right. Eat those jams, they'll give you a really good buff. Woo! Well, now I wonder, should I save the buff for when I'm fighting mobs? This is a strange way to look for dirt, I've got to say. But usually you get patches of them in caves, don't you? This music reminds me of Minecraft music, says the Rally. It's made by the Minecraft music guy. Ah, jeez! Where did you come from? This is like a terrible strategy, basically. Oh, jeez, fire crystals. Don't set me on fire. Lobozo, thanks for coming to the stream, man. Aha! Aha! No, it was a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant idea. Look at that. That didn't take long. Come on, lava, disappear already. X, you missed it. Next to your base there's dirt, says Cats. Jeez. Jeez, what a derp. Can't even spot the dirt. The derp and the dirt. That's the name of today's stream. Ah, lapis! What a brilliant idea it was to come this way. It's literally full. Literally full. It's literally full of junk. Right, I'll take this and I'll throw away that. And then I'll head out of here and never come back. It kind of rhymed a little bit. Wait, X has already used half of the obsidian AOIT. Yes, we've used that much already. They said it was OP. Maybe if it had Unbreaking 3 on it from the get-go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I probably just walked straight past that, didn't I? What a derp. What an absolute imbecile. How could I be so moronic? I think we're going to use the AOIT again in here. That's much better. That's wonderful. Hey, that cave! We were just here a second ago. Oh, I'm so excited now. Jeez, no, I'm not. It's not that exciting. Yes, you did, you derp, says Jasper. Jeez, I'm just a derp. Leave me alone. Unicorns are real, says Fire Brother. If you believe it is real, then probably is to you. I Love Cat says, can't say I've ever walked past what I needed in Minecraft. I mean, yeah, it's just not a thing that happens, right? You don't just walk past something you need. Jeez. It's not like it exists in a space that you can move into. Jeez. This will probably get ripped up when we start getting some building materials together. But let's do this for now. Am I going to need to hoe it? But I've got an all-in-one! Aha! You thought X was going to craft a hoe. You thought... You were already typing, weren't you? You were typing, you derp! You don't need to craft no hoe. I'll tell you to shut up. That's what oh, why? Why is it not good enough? Light? Do you need more light? Is it the light? I believe it's the light. Ladies and gentlemen, I've solved the problem. Professional. Professional in his house. It's definitely the light. Let's go put a light over here. Right, not a lot of seeds to get us started, but I got the rice bread now, so we're already onto a good source of food. Fill me up. Thank you very much. Ow! There's a butt kicker in my base. Oh, see you sneaky devil. Oh. Oh. Get wrecked. Get out of my life. Right. Need to put some of this junk away. So X is living underground. Says Sam. Indeed. Why have I only got 2 sort buttons? Oh, jeez, that one doesn't even do anything. Woo! That stacked all of those up together. Yeah, I always go underground, don't I, actually? It just seems easier to build underground for me. Always has been. Right, I think what we should do next, if we're going to get some building materials, maybe we get some saplings for the basic woods into some bonsais. So the recipe... Ooh, that is not the recipe. No? No recipe. What? Throwing thing. Hey! That's not nice. So the bonsai requires bricks, dirt, and hoppers. What was that sound? I think it might have been the music. Jeez. That made me jump. Jarlave, welcome to the stream. I assume that's why you're throwing a banana in chat. X is a true hermit, says Camera J. True hermit hanging out underground. Can you believe it? What was I looking for? Clay? There's some clay. Now you need to get smelted. It was Azuku, says 18 characters. Well, we're listening to C418 today. The Jerry says hi. Hi, the Jerry. I have got no idea who you are IRL, but I've got some serious respect for you. Funny how that works, says Ravine. True. Yeah, you don't need to know who I am IRL. I mean, you know this part of me, you know the streaming part of me that likes to be a goofball and talk about some stuff. Appreciate your message. G Stamp is here, resubscribed for 27 months in a row. What a legend. Thank you so much for resubscribing, buddy. That's over 2 years. I don't know, I was trying to do the math in my head and the numbers weren't happening. You know when you try and do maths and you think of numbers? It was like, I was like, 27 months. How many years is that? And my brain was like, blank. There was no numbers in it. It was very strange. And then all of a sudden it went, oh, it was 2 years. I was like, oh, thank you, brain. Cheers. Cheers. That is legendary numbers, says Sass. It is legendary indeed. X, will there ever be another Hunt the Hermit, says Even Swan. We always talk about it. Once 1.13's out, we got some plans to do some more events like that. So I'll say eventually for now. It looks like eventually we'll probably possibly do that again. Certainly would have been a long time since the last one. Let's get some more clay going here. Let's do that one as well. Right, and what I keep trying to do is find a place to empty out my inventory, and I'm doing a terrible job of keeping on top of this thing. Right, at this moment in time, I'm going to say that's reasonable. It's reasonably inventory sorted. So, one type of sapling here. We're not going to farm apple sapling in that way. I think I would like to visually see those trees and find a way to farm them with some sort of block. So, I think that's it as far as saplings go. What we could do is grab these. Maybe we should unempty these so we can see our stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and put all of these into a chest. Hey, see, look, we got dark oak already. I knew I went and got some saplings together. Uranium ore. And we got another noise in the air. Not ignoring you, just focusing on what we're doing here. So that's empty, that's so those are great now for adventuring and picking up stuff. Loads of woods. Loads of foods. Wonderful. All of that, and almost all of that. Cool. We'll have the soul-bound one with us, and we'll put the other two in here for now. Right, so we'll have to go on an adventure to get some more saplings by the looks of it. Jar 90 Head is here resubscribing for 4 months in a row as a tier 3 subscriber. My friend, as a tier 3 subscriber, you can play on the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. If you head over to sumovoid.com, click on the left on Get Whitelisted, you can link your Twitch account and play on the server today. Thank you, Jarhead. Appreciate it. Jarhead says, can you say anything about Let's Play Minecraft Together site to hype up the Twitch and Patreon subs up? I might have just said something about that. I mean, Let's Play Minecraft Together will be updating to 1.13 when it comes out, and that's going to be interesting. We're going to be resetting the overworlds, and we're going to have some big projects planned for the overworld there as well. Dave's Mate says, a little warning before instantly banning would have been nice. I made a non-confrontational, non-rude, family-friendly, commonly used joke and got banned for 600 seconds. Chew out on the bans, please. I'm new here. I apologise for that. I don't know, like sometimes what happens is, as a moderator, you get so used to seeing one of the things that is banned, you might not explain it. Like, for example, the squid emotes are kind of banned here just because when people first started using the squid emotes, there was so much spamming of it in chat. It was just crazy to deal with. And I've seen a couple of people since come along and be like, whoa, why am I not allowed to use the squid emote? And it's like, well, it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, it was a problem for us, but for just some average person coming in, they probably don't understand that something like that gets spammed. So it's just miscommunication. Right, now I need to make the bonsai things with the clay and the dirt. That's cool, but we need the saplings next. So that means we're going on an adventure. What we probably need is a way in and out of this area then. So we should, first of all, when we go on adventures, let's make sure we bring some backpacks. Let's get some wood to make a ladder. And what else might I need? Some more food. I mean, I've got carrots, I've got rice bread. Could really do more of that rice bread. What else do I have in here? Some steak. There you go. A few different food sources. That's going to be needed. Okay, and then this will be our way out of here. Bam. No, that's not how it works. Jeez, well that didn't quite work. We'll take the woods. We'll put this thing here for now. We'll need to get some water when we're up there. We'll leave that here as well. Don't need to bring the saplings with us. What else might we need here? I think I'm going to make a new axe as well. So I'm going to chop down trees, right? I do have the all-in-one tool for that. Why does my brain never remember this stuff? Jeez, I've got an all-in-one tool. What a derp. Right. I can't think of much else that we really need to take with us. But I really feel like there's something. Torches is pad. Oh yeah, that was it. I was going to bring, like that. We should probably bring the bed with us. Is it nighttime? It's nighttime, see? Brain smarts. I'm thinking, I'm using my brain. Hib NJ says, is this on a server with the other hermits, or is it a single player today? This is Foolcraft, it's not Hermitcraft, and we're on the Foolcraft server. Let's go ahead and put our ladder right here. Let's remove the bottom one because it's not necessary. And I hear a zombie. Zombie, I've fooled your plan straight my brains, haven't I? Yep, you've been fooled. I'll leave you where you are. Sweet. And we're at the top. Blame. Blame. Right. That's part of the way out of here, I guess. The rest is still going to be swimming for now. 18 characters as assume a fun fact, you have 27 pockets and 9 really strong fingers. Full disclosure, this is a Minecraft joke because sometimes my American humour gets lost on you. I think I get it. Jeez, I'm drowning. Oh no, I fell down. More light sources is purple. Yeah, we need to do that at some point for sure. Sass says, I'm autistic in case you didn't know it yet. I somehow got the ability to manipulate things that I'm designing in 3D in my head and thinking of my memories like filing cabinets to me. Like in literally opening a drawer and looking for the filing folder. Yeah, some people have photographic memories. I find that interesting, well, fascinating. And yeah, everyone's got different abilities and skills. Like one of the things I can do with music is I can just hear everything. Like it's hard, I don't know, like it seems really simple and straightforward to me, but when I describe this to people sometimes it's like, what? But like I can hear what any song or any thing sounds like in a different style, or like a different, like if something's played on a guitar I can hear in my head what it would sound like on any other instrument. It's like I can differentiate the notes and the aesthetics of the instrument it's being played on, so I can sort of like reassemble music in my head, and that's just like a super easy natural thing for me to do, but for some people like that's just not a thing. So like on YouTube you can go and look up like bands that you like played. Are those saplings falling down? I don't think they are. Played in different styles. Storage stream. What the fudge is this? Strange dreams. I had the strangest dream last night. In the dream I took 3 of those strange crystals I've been finding and ground them up with a handful of redstone and a bowl using a piece of flint. The crystals had to be different types, but if I did it properly, then the result was a strange glowing dust. In the dream, I took the dust and sprinkled it on a bookcase, but the dream had ended before I saw it happen. I wonder what... That sounds like something we could do, because I know what those crystals are. That's a weird thing to have happen. So we've got some ebony wood, but no ebony sapling. Right, we might want to pursue... Hello, that'll probably drop a sapling over there, won't it? Also, string? What's this, a string tree? Same assumer, I think about music like that a lot, says 8 Muses. Yeah. I think you'll probably find there's groups of us that think about it that way, and people that don't as well. Like, everyone's got skills and strengths. There's, like, stuff some people can't do that other people do amazingly. It's just it's being human, man. It's like why society's all good, because... that's just a terrible... Society's all good. No, there's definitely bad things in society. I mean, one of the strengths in society is diversity, right? That we've got so many people with different skill sets, we can get things done because we've got lots of people to draw on. I know I'm sort of doing this the old school way, but I'm trying to stand a little higher up in the tree deliberately so that the vein mine will hopefully go to the top, and that has almost successfully been achieved. Right, so what did we get? What type of sapling? We've got a great wood sapling, peeps. So we can start getting some great wood together. That's nice. If you're not aware of what we're doing, we're just on the hunt for different types of saplings now. I should have made a journey map marker. Our base entrance is somewhere around here, but I don't know specifically where. Actually, there it is. Gotcha. How do I make a waypoint? Isn't it B? Now, is that where I am now, or where I was looking at on here? coordinates are very difficult to see. Where are they? Ah, I've got it. Alright, I've got it now. It's 3, 3, 2, 3, 1. Okay, yeah, it's putting it at the right place. Base! How low can you go? Death row, would a brother know? So our base is back there. We're heading this direction. To the blue leaves next. Get crates on the way back, says Jeb. Oh, I so should have made a crate to hide in my satchel with one of those moving things. That would have been a fantastic idea, wouldn't it? Is this cha-cha wood? It's cha-cha wood. Like Beef would have said, did you know he had vein miner? I know we got vein miner, because I'm vein mining. Way more saplings, more types of wood, more building options and materials. Also, if we chop down trees like this, or actually if we just take one of these, I think we can turn the plums into a sapling with a regular oak sapling. So we should be on the lookout for different types of fruits that we can pick up as well, because we want to collect all the Pams, jeez, all the Pams stuff. Right, the landscape changes. To our left, the opportunity to get oak saplings. Is that a cocoa bean? No, it's an orange sheep behind a tree. And then over there, some autumnal types of trees. And I believe a crash site for a meteorite. Yay, X is playing Foolcraft. Don't worry about starting late. You play at your own pace and have fun, says Weirdo Liam. That's what I plan on doing, just having some fun, just playing the game, doing some stuff and things, exploring the world. Oh yeah, sheep poop, like the equivalent colour dye, which I thought was interesting. Maybe when we're at a point where we can fly and pick up animals with nets, we could head over here, pinch a bunch of sheep, dye them, and then make a poop dye farm. Pretty cool, right? Especially the poop part, jeez. Right, there's my saplings, that's what I'm talking about. That's all we need, one tree. Ah, my inventory's full. Right, satchel to the rescue. We'll put in full stacks of stuff into here. Hey, I got one of those saplings from that tree, that's very odd. Right, that's most of them, I think. Let's actually swap that out for that. Do we have a full stack of anything else at the moment? No. Let's keep on going then. Right, so I don't think we'll go in this direction. We'll go in that direction now, over to that place. X, did you know that Generic Beast started Minecraft again? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Ollie95 says, hey, I like the colour of your shirt. Thanks. I used poop to dye. You used what? I bet like poop is probably used as a dye. I've got a vision of some dye presses that I saw in a documentary where people dyed materials, right? And it's like in a hot country, and they've got like a marketplace area, and they've got all these pools in like an elevated area, and they've got all these exotic, well, I say exotic, like they've got vivid colours. And they use, I'm pretty sure they use the bird poop to help make the dyes, and people like jump in these pools of water with the dyes and the bird poop and mix it all together. It's like, it's kind of crazy, but it's what works. And that was in some foreign country, and I can't really remember much more details. Stream objective, says Physiax, to have fun. If we're not having fun, it's not good enough. That's what I say. Alright. We would like to pick you up. So I'm going to have to put something in here. Probably done chopping down the great woods. Yeah, this inventory is just disgusting at the moment. Let's get rid of the eggs, the sticks, the irons, the cobbles. I want to hold on to that book. The orange dye and the bone meal probably don't need right now, so see you later, basically. See you later, alligator. Stray Paragon is here resubscribing for 2 months in a row. Stray Paragon, thank you for your resubscription. It is greatly appreciated. I hope that you're enjoying today's live stream and having a good time hanging out with us. Kablam! Need those saplings. Birdie says it wasn't me. Estellian says, resub Prime hype. Oh, it's a Prime sub. Thank you again, Stray Paragon. Ladies and gentlemen, professional streamer in the house reminding you that if you've got Amazon Prime, you can use it to subscribe to a streamer for free. That's right, for free. The Amazon Prime subscription comes with... I can't be bothered. I think you get the message. I think you understand what I'm trying to tell you. XVX plug, says Camo J. Indeed. Indeedly doodly. Yeah, it's a bit... I would like to sleep in the bed, though. 8 Muses says there are so many new natural pigments out there that they use to make things like, for example, makeup is natural because it goes on your face. That is, like, silly. So, I haven't read anything particularly extensive, but the idea with makeup is that it deteriorates your skin because you are putting like chemicals, and whether they're natural or not, you know, that you're putting stuff onto your skin, on your face, and your skin is supposed to be resilient to outside forces. So if you apply stuff to your skin every day, you're testing its endurance. Yeah, it can make your skin go very wrinkly when you're old as well, and like wear it out quicker. And I don't think it's got much at all to do with being like part of evolution. I'm really not sure there's been any research done on that front, but it's certainly none of it's really particularly healthy, even if it's organic or natural. They're all just buzzwords that get exploited by big companies. I think these makeup companies probably understand what their products do to skin over time. Givest says, instead of using Spotify or something for the music, why don't you just turn up the in-game music, since it's the same person? Well, because I don't always use C418's music. The music we're listening to right now isn't in this game, and if you use the in-game sound, it will come and go at its own pace. I like to have the music constantly playing, because I'm a music addict, okay? I've got a problem, it's called music. Jeez. Right, again, I just need to put stuff in the backpack. Start putting the woods in there. Cool, some sprucey saplings that time, right? The trees, like, they look different because they've got the extra foliage around them. I think they're just like vanilla Minecraft trees and they look awesome. I very, very much like that addition, by the way. False has joined the game. Hi. Did he just talk about makeup? I spaced out there and heard some weird sentence at the end there, says I Love Cats. Yeah, someone mentioned, I don't know why we started talking about it, someone mentioned it in chat, like, makeup is not healthy for you. And like I was saying, there is like an industry here using buzzwords to exploit you. I mean, I just find it's like it's the same with the food industry. These people learn the science, they figure it out, they know how we work, and then they use it against us. Like foods that are incredibly addictive and stuff, they know exactly what they're doing. They know what's healthy for you, they know how the body works, they're finding out all the things that make you crave and clamour for food. It's like Diet Coke, man. Like, I was thinking about this earlier because I was listening to the H3 podcast and they were talking about drinking Diet Coke, and he was like, you know, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to choose Coke or Diet Coke? And it's such an exploitative setup to call it Diet Coke, because Diet Coke doesn't have as much artificial sugars in it. What it has is sweeteners, and the type of sweeteners that it have, it creates this dangerous relationship with your body where it tells your body, here comes sugar, here comes sweet stuff. So your body tries to deal with it like it's sugar, and then it doesn't actually get the sugar, and then it's like, oh, okay, that was weird, we didn't get the sugar, let's just ignore that, you know, that sweet, it's that sweet craving or whatever it is, you know, that sweetener coming through. So if you drink a lot of Diet Coke, you are training your body not to deal with sugar very well, because it keeps getting that artificial sweetness, and then it goes, oh, there was no sugar, well, false alarm. and you will subsequently put on more weight from eating sugary foods. So if you eat an incredibly great diet, but the only thing you ever eat is like a can of Diet Coke instead of a can of regular Coke, probably works out pretty well. But if you eat sugary foods on a regular basis, like donuts and candies, and you drink Diet Coke, you're training your body to deal with that sugar from those other products in a very bad way. I know a lot about skin and makeup, and what you're saying is only true to a certain extent because all makeup is different and have different formulas. Some are like skincare with a little pigment, while some cheaper makeup is terrible for your skin because it's pure grease. Silicone is the real problem with cosmetics, and a lot don't have harmful parabens or sulfates in them anymore. Well, 8 Muses, to the extent of my knowledge, is just the understanding of how, I guess, business tends to operate and like the obviousness of putting chemicals on your skin. You do make a fair point, though, that there is skincare. There are things that help heal and repair you, medicine. So if the industry is using some of that stuff as well, that's good to hear. I guess maybe I don't really know what I'm saying, but like in principle, there's got to be some truth to that, right? Like that some of the stuff's going to be bad. I guess some of the stuff can be good as well, because it can be like medicine, it can be skincare. Now, why isn't right-click working? It's because probably a lot of this stuff hasn't already grown. I've actually already got this stuff. Like, what am I doing here? I'm going to pick out anything we haven't got already? Because I'm taking up inventory space doing this. We do have a second satchel, right? So I believe we already had flax, rice, canola, coffee. We had all of this down. We had it down like a clown, Charlie Brown, so we'll leave it there. Then we got this fella who we can steal from. Stole your hammer last time, buddy. He's abandoned his post. Wasn't there like a chest full of stuff? It's gone. It's gone. Let's continue on our travels, man. Oh yeah, and let's pick up some sugar cane so we can build a big farm when we get back. It's nice exploring the Foolcraft world. It's a beautiful world. There's an interesting sandbox to our right. Gravelli says, I don't think he cares if he gets fined because he won't participate in communal stuff. Oh yeah, I'm not a part of any communal thing. Oh yeah, what is this? This needs to be vein mined. Is this maybe from a chance cube? Oh yeah, I got to hold something to vein mine. That was kind of damaging. We'll leave it alone. X, you have to say over after each sentence. Do I now? Do I now? Over! Oh look, there's a nice tree. Over! Trees, that'll be an interesting stream, wouldn't it? Over. Feel like someone should say something back. Over. How long do you guys want me to do this for? Over. Trees. What a silly idea. Over. Does laughing count? Over. I don't actually like the fizz, but I do drink Coke. I don't even know why. I really think it's a great move. Great move if you want to improve your health, if you want to improve your diet. Fizzy drinks are the worst, man. Like, they are so sugary. They rot your gut. And because it's drinking is the thing you do more than eating, right? So if you're always drinking something sugary, you're always just kicking up that craving for sugar. It's going to make it so much harder to enjoy potatoes and carrots. Like, it's a good one to kick. And I've been very fortunate that when I was a child, my parents made a rather conscientious decision to steer me away from fizzy drinks. And even when I ate terribly, I was never that big on fizzy drinks. I don't really remember drinking water a lot. I think I used to have like fruit juice. Like you put a little bit of flavouring into a glass of water, basically. That's what I used to drink, now that I think about it. Very lucky, because one of the first decisions I made with getting healthy was to just start drinking water. And now that I drink water all the time, like, some people are like, it's boring or whatever, like, it's actually not. Like, once you're well and truly separated from the craving for sugars in drink, water is really refreshing and replenishing. In fact, I've got some water right here, and I'm going to drink some because it's lovely. Anuv Cat says, fizzy drinks have a certain acid in that destroys your inners and teeth. I know that because I still drink them like an idiot. Cats, man, do it. Just stop drinking them, man. You can do it. You've been picking up that guitar. You've been shredding it. That was easy. Now just say goodbye to the Coke. It's seriously worth doing. Like, I think that's one of the best probably starting points for getting healthy is getting something like Coke out of your diet, because man, just constantly feeding yourself some sugar. Coastal says, I also always drink water. I have stomach problems and can't handle sodas. Ah, sorry to hear about your stomach problems. But, I mean, it's giving you some positive, perhaps. I don't even enjoy sodas as a treat. That's what's really weird. There's one or two that I do actually like. I find ginger beer really, really nice. And root beer as well, which you don't really get over here in the UK. I remember root beer being nice from my travels. But even then, I still find them hard to enjoy because sodas have like a really kind of... they have like an impact on your body that you can feel if you don't have them a lot. It's kind of like a drug, right? Like if you take a drug a lot, you get used to it. You don't get as high each time you take the drug. It's sort of something like that. In fact, I don't know why I went to drugs, because it's probably the same for watching Asuma streams. If you're here watching an Asuma stream, it probably ain't as good as the first time you... I don't know. I don't know if that actually... Now that I say it out loud, that sounds kind of silly. Like, yeah, it's like a lot of things in life. If you overstimulate yourself, like, you'll become less responsive to that stimulant. That's a much better way of saying it, right? So yeah, now like I had a ginger beer the other day actually, and my stomach just sort of like inflated, and I felt the sugar rushing through my body. It was kind of crazy. It just made me a little bit flustered, I guess might be a word. Now this looks like a gorgeous, gorgeous biome. Is it a mystical grove? Because it's got massive trees in it and it's got cobblestone here. This is a different type of biome to a mystical grove. I like this one. What's it called? Magical forest. What a magical... Let's respect the magical, beautiful forest by chopping it down. Give me some magic saplings, yo. They just look like oak saplings. I've been tricked, I've been fooled. Maybe it's the biome that changed the oak tree colour there. It's probably what it was. Giant mushroom. Well, that's the Foolcraft biome, right? Says that's Sven. It could be. I don't know much about the Foolcrafts. Alexa, play the coconut song, says Psycho Sire. Are you trying to troll people? Because you know I enjoy trolling people. I've got no problem reading out that sort of message. Jeez. Is anyone listening to the coconut song right now? Google, play the coconut song. It's like the trolliest thing ever. X, would you rather drink milk or unsweetened soy milk, says Catastrophica. I'd rather drink soy milk. The thing with soy milk is, though, like, because I love milk. Oh my goodness me, do I love milk. I used to... That's something I used to drink a lot. I used to just have a glass of milk. Which is kind of not great for you because it's rather fattening and not particularly healthy. Now, old industry practices tell you glass of milk a day, get your calcium. You get more calcium in a slice of orange than you do. Oh wow, that's a crazy fruit tree. You get more calcium in a slice of orange than you do a pint of milk. And the thing is, whoa, dragon fruit. Don't mind if I do. The thing is, that calcium is kind of in a lot of foods, right? It's just, you know, companies looking for a reason to advertise their products. So they have R&D, research and development centers, and hey, we've found out that milk's got a load of calcium in it. So then they're like, right, we'll use that and we'll tell the people you need calcium. And you know, oh. Jeez, what's that? It comes from the knowledge and the information comes from a point of we're trying to say something. Looks like someone's probably already been here and died. Whoa, that's a good omen. That's a good reason not to go into here probably, because people have died in here, haven't they? Jeez, I'm not gonna bother with that. But I like the outside. The outside looks great. Whoa, Vishroom. That looks funky. Let's put some more stuff in the backpack again. Man, we're collecting loads of different saplings and things. It's good. Milk from the mother of a baby that is healthy. Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about cow's milk, I guess. And good point. Milk is to feed babies, right? So you're drinking baby hormone juice. Think about that. You're drinking baby hormone juice for a different type of creature altogether. I don't know. I remember Ted Nugent was saying something about that. He was like, "Oh, give it to a dog. It'll lap it up." But then I was thinking, well, the dog doesn't know if the milk is healthy for it or not, but it'll certainly drink it. Like having milk from another creature as being absurd may actually not be that absurd, right? But supposedly, from what I've learned, not good, not particularly healthy. So I don't know. I thought his point was interesting, definitely interesting. Like, yeah, like it's not weird to eat food or stuff from another animal, but in this case it might be unhealthy. It might not actually be as good as it seems to be. Black Wolfster says, assume I started drinking almond milk and I like it. Almond milk's a good one. Unfortunately, I can't drink almond milk. It gives me a headache of all things. It's like I don't know, something sharp about that flavour, and it just gives me a headache. It's the music stopped. This song has got silence in it. Jeez. Not sure about that. Not sure about silence. Silence is deafening people. Can't stand it. It's too loud. Right. Did I get saplings? I did. And did I get the wood? I did. Excellent. We got all we needed. So we can... I actually really like just wandering through these different biomes because they're also really pretty. Ponybutt says, cow milk can give cats indigestion. Goat milk supposedly is safe for them, though. Yeah, I've heard that. Don't feed cats dairy milk. I've heard that one before. Bad for them. Almond milk is expensive, so not for me at the moment, says Zoomer Voice. Well, that's the thing. Your health is worth that price. You got to think about what you spend money on in life. Like, I spent a lot of money on getting a good bed because... you spend a lot of your time in a bed and the quality of your sleep improves the quality of your life. I spent a lot of money on this Herman Miller chair for my back, and oh my goodness me, was that an incredible investment. Like, there's the word, isn't it? I said it. I didn't even explain it. I said it. I went straight to the point. It was an investment in health. Like, the chair that I used to sit on before was just not good in any way. It was a cheap chair. And I brought it because I don't want to spend a lot of money on a chair. Jeez, like, and then my attitude, my mind changed. And I'm like, hang on a second. I sit on this thing for like hours and hours a day. Surely, the better chair, that's got to be good for me. And what do you know? It is really good for me. In fact, this chair, I think, helped fix my back problem. Well, not fix, but like, I guess I was doing all sorts of different things, but it made a really big difference. It was like, whoa, you can sit in this thing for hours and your back feels safe and supported in it. Unimatrix says, you live once, enjoy it while it lasts. Don't go around worry about all this crap. I liked the beginning of your sentiment there, and I didn't like the end of it. Like, it's like, you only live once, don't worry about it. Or you can be like, you only live once, so do a damn good job at informing yourself how to live as long and as healthily and as happily as you can, right? Because health is linked to happiness and depression, absolutely. Like, I mean, it may seem a little bit abstract if you've never thought of this before, but imagine someone, being put in a difficult position in their life. You make this own scenario up for yourself, right? If you are, I don't know, you never exercise, perhaps overweight, your body is kind of knackered, it's not very fit and healthy, all of that stuff affects the mind as well. The mind and the body are linked together. I think when we chop down a tree here, it's not going to go all the way to the top, so what I'm going to do is go into the forest a little bit, take one from nearer the middle. These things are absolutely linked together, right? So if you have something difficult to go through in your life, like if you're in a physically healthier body, it will be a little bit easier on you. I think it's more applicable to general things though, as opposed to some tragic thing happening to you. It's more applicable to, whoa, that was a heck of a lot more than I thought it would be. Well, I'm glad I came into the forest a bit. There's actually an opening here, right? That wasn't me. Jeez. That's a crazy amount of wood. would you know? That is a crazy amount. What would you know? That's a crazy amount of wood. Right, and I would like to pick up some of these fruits. Hey, anyway, I feel like I kind of maybe kind of like butchered what I was trying to say there. Psychoscience says, but if you spend time informing yourself about how life is longer is less than the lifetime it's gained, it's more time wasted. Expect if you enjoy informing yourself about that kind of stuff. Psychoscience, good point. But really, like learning and learning these things is an enjoyable process. It feels great to get this knowledge inside of you and know how to use it. It teaches you more things, you know, than just being healthy alone. It like teaches you how to assert yourself and get what you want out of life. It's like this. Let's say what I'm saying just turns you off. You don't want to hear any of it. Fine, go on your own way. It doesn't work for everyone, right? But like I'm concerned about the people who it could work for, because if like you get inspired to take some of this stuff into your own life and make action out of it, I know you're gonna get rewards for it, because I've seen these rewards. It's not just me. I've got friends that do this as well, that live healthy, and it makes a big difference. It really does. Cobra Catcher says, sorry I'm late. Have some late bananas. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, and as for the whole like time spent versus time not, I think, for example, the sleep podcast with Joe Rogan, which is a classic. I feel like I need to put that somewhere. I keep feeling like I need to take all this knowledge I'm learning by watching and learning about stuff and put it in some sort of directory, so I can be like, right, assumeavoid.com/knowledge. Watch this one, because that sleep podcast is like an hour and a half long or something, and it is just one after another piece of valuable information, and you can walk away from that knowing that you need to invest in your sleep, and when you do, you are going to live longer and you are going to have a better quality of life and you are going to be healthier. And so there's this, what they describe as, is it sleep manatio, or I forget the exact word, but it's like sleep machoism, where you're like, oh, I've got my 4 hours of sleep, I can do it, I don't need no more than that. If you get, like it says in this podcast, this guy's an expert, he's done the research, he knows, he's trying to inform the world and say, look, we need to take sleep very seriously. And it makes total sense, right? You know, your body has spent millions of years evolving, and it's figured out this thing where it's like, we need to sleep for 8 hours to be ready for the next day. If you are under 7 hours of sleep, there is no way, not a single person shows any signs of fatigue mentally or physically that can't be measured. Like it's totally there in the science. You have less than 7 hours of sleep, you are going to be fatigued in some way or another, physically or mentally. Also, getting less than 7 hours of sleep makes you a poor judge of anything, really. So you would be bad at judging how good your day is going to be based on a lack of sleep, right? You watch a podcast like that, and you could extend your life by a decade, perhaps, if you're like always sleeping 4 hours a night. You could expend it's like by a decade if you made that switch and then decided to sleep for 8 hours a night. Let's open this thing. Etanoid! Oh dear God, did I miss another one here? Stray Paragon, if I missed your resubscribe 24 minutes ago, just give me a slap. Just give me a slap. Yeah, I deserve a slap. 24 minutes, unacceptable. Thank you so much for your subscription. Etanoid OS is here throwing bits at me, saying, it's been a wee while since the last noise in the ear, also Chicken Attack or Coconut Song. I haven't heard either of them, man, but thank you for the bits. I appreciate the noise in the ear. Thank you ever so much, and I hope you enjoy the stream. Princess Sheep says, X, I recently read a book called The Chimp Paradox, which was amazing, and along with a similar learning curve to try and understand a lot more about how your brain works. That sounds like something I'd love. If you could tweet that at me, Chimp Paradox, as I will forget, I'd greatly appreciate that. Yeah, it just sounds like the sort of stuff I love. That's kind of cool. It's got. Oh, maybe I could rob it and take the boots. I'm gonna take the boots. Oh, wait a minute. I won't get resistance. Never mind. Never mind. Oh. We've seen a lot of trees. We're starting to see the same trees over and over again. I don't think I've got a chache yet, though, actually. So let's go back in this direction. So, yeah, on that thing you said about the chimp, like, I keep having this idea roaming around in my head, which is like, we have this tendency to want to think we're right about everything, to want to like be right about stuff. You tend, maybe that sounds strange if you haven't picked apart your own thoughts before or looked at things in a certain perspective, but I keep seeing this like this natural impulse within myself when I respond to like information or input, like to sort of assert it into my experience in a I'm right kind of way. One of the things that does it a lot that I'm really like very aware of now is clickbaity videos that sort of frame like, oh, 10 times atheists went, you know, genius on creationists. And it's like, that is such a polarizing way to like look at things. It's like you're trying to go, I believe this thing, I'm so right, and these people are so awful. Like, just totally misses the point of a lot of things. Anyway, so I keep thinking like, okay, right, we've got this far, right? But we now live in environments that are not the one we evolved in, or not the one that we were created to participate in. We are creating our own concrete jungles to live in. That phrase, just concrete jungles, I like it, but it feels like it's got more meaning than ever. So we're creating these environments for ourselves to live in. Why do we think we're so good at doing that? Because we've got all these problems living in cities. Problems with people, mental health, crime, and all these other sort of things that kind of don't exist. In tribes, things like crimes don't sort of, they're like, it's more of a crime is a concept, right? It's an idea you've got to believe in. In tribal life, where people were separated from one another, they weren't living in large populations. There's very little evidence of ever things like psychopaths and serial killers existing, because they didn't have like populations to move through. People lived in close-knit communities of about 100 to 150 people, and so like ownership was just a different concept. Like, everyone shared things, and it just shows like how much of like our own environment is now kind of artificial in a way to what it could have been. I'm just waffling, man. I'm just letting my brain, I haven't even fully thought through some of these ideas. You know, sometimes I like to really think them through and think, right, I'm going to talk about that on stream one day. Now you're just getting some unfiltered nonsense out of my head. It's just pure unfiltered nonsense. Did I read this one? We got a noise in the ear from I Love Cats throwing some bits at me saying, did you look away from the screen in the last hour? XVX think, try to focus away from far as possible is the best option. Mr. Katz, thank you for the focus reminder. Apparently 10 minutes ago I should have had a focus reminder and I missed it because I was waffling. You got me waffling. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a moment here just to look away. Look away from your screen. Look off into the distance. Look at some clouds. Aren't they pretty? Maybe there's no clouds in your sky. Sorry if you don't have clouds in your sky. I apologise about that. A little bit cloudist of me there. I actually don't have any clouds, so I don't know why I'm talking about clouds. But anyway, for your eyes. Good idea. Once an hour, if you're looking at a screen, just take a moment to look away. They say 5 minutes because I'm streaming, because I'm entertaining all y'all. I'll sacrifice a little bit of my eye time and do like the 30 seconds. You know, is that good? Swiss Core says, for some, petty crime becomes a necessity for survival, especially when they get abandoned by a system built to provide necessities for them, which does happen. Absolutely, I agree with you massively on that point. Massively. That's the way I view things like crime. But another thing that goes through my mind a lot recently, I've actually talked about this a little bit as well, is like absolutism, like always trying to like package everything into some like absolute, I've got the answer. I'm not into that anymore. I keep trying to pick that apart in my own head. Like, so many people could bring a different perspective to what crime is, what stealing is stealing, you know, when you need it to feed your family or to live, to survive and not die. I think it's better just to listen to all of it and take it all in and realise how complex the situation is and how crazy all of this is. Something in the sky, X, says the tyrant. Here we go. Gonna go up there now. Should we just use some of this wood that we've picked up? Why not? Nice music today, says Harakabe. Glad you like it. I've been enjoying it. Cats, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the eye reminder. We needed that. I missed it. You should have brought the crates, says Jeb. Yep, I should have brought more backpacks. I had 3 of them. I brought 2. I thought, oh, 2 will do. I'm playing modded Minecraft. I don't know what's wrong with me. I better not fall off of this. Oh, geez, I bet a blaze is going to spawn. I'm not even ready to pick up some items when I get up there, am I? I'm going to throw some sand and cobblestone over the edge and pick them up when I get down. And some other things that maybe I don't terribly need right now. Also, I might not get back down from here. Just saying, I might not get back down. Like, with the wood, at least. Also, I might die. Gee, I haven't even got a bucket of water! What kind of stupid idea was it coming up here? Right. Oh, jeez! I got a thing. I'm going! I'm leaving now, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh! Jeez. Am I going to be okay? I think we're going to be okay. Please don't tell me there was something good in that chest. All I saw was a little pet and I took it. Derp incoming, says Sparsh. I didn't see any derp. I got a crafting pet. It's not a good pet, is it? I should probably throw it away. Clouds have a low chance of cloud pets. Oh, that's good. Jump into the water. The water's a little bit too far away, unfortunately. At least for the kind of risk I'm willing to take. Derp times derp to the power of derp multiplied by derp divided by 1 equals x, says Jeb. I'm glad you finally figured that one out. It took me a long time to do that math myself. It's a proud moment when you figure out the mathematics of a derp. Gentle Manganu says, are you going to be trying to collect all the pets? No, I've done that already. Did that last time, didn't I? I collected so many of the pets last time. Jeez, the way we played Foolcraft Season 2 was crazy overpowered. We had every single pet probably in abundance. Right, now that I'm down here, I don't need to chop up all of that. Let's pick up the things that I threw away. And throw away the thing that I just picked up. Because I don't want it. Not good enough. Not good enough. Right, I think it's time to head back. We should sort of try and go off to the side a little bit. Just so that we can cover some new terrain. I might even make a boat here. X, did you end up listening to Carpenter Brut? I've never heard of Carpenter Brut before. Cloud Pet is disabled in this pack, says Surprise Tulpa. Ah, it's disabled, okay. Let's grab that wood again. Throw it down there. And make ourselves a boat. Ouch! Thanks. You can only sleep at night, they said. Try listening to a song called Napkins. It's nice in my opinion, says the Nickel. By who? There might be multiple songs called Napkins. Where's the boat? Oh, duh. No, that's coffee beans. What? Where's the boat? Am I... Oh, it's still in the crafting bench. Well, I'll leave that behind then. That was severely confusing for a moment then. X, you just need to take a look at Isco 85's base. You'll be amazed, says Grim. Is it... Let me guess. Is it A, underground? Well, probably partially. Probably a bit of both. B, is there a lot of black in the base? And C, is there lots of green and scallium in the base? Yes, it is, says the Tyrant. Roy TJ says, is your YouTube break over now? Nope. 1.13 isn't out. Tyrant says yes again. Yes, yes, yes. 8 Muses says yes. How did I know? Get your water bucket, X, says Randy. Randy, thanks for the heads up. I can't get it while I'm in the boat, jeez. Not while I'm in the boat. It's totally not a factory. That's the other thing I should have said. Is it a factory? I've noticed something about Iscal. He always builds a factory with the same blocks. Every time. It's hilarious. Right, when we go through these wooded areas, we should look out for some more fruits. I have a question. When you destroy avocados, awesome. I love avocados. I had some of those before I had my run yesterday. Did another run. Just another run. No, nothing special to say about it. It was just a good run. Oh, jeez. There we go. Actually, no, I do have something special. I worked out as well in the same day. I think I might try working out while I'm on my break. Oh wait, here's a place where we want to chop down trees. I might try working out every day and then running as well and see if I can keep that up. It's totally doable. It's just got to get yourself to the level to do it. And anyway, avocados, great source of fatty energy. So really healthy source of fat. So that's great for getting energy in your body to do a run. Right. Okay. Did I get the sapling? Did I get the sapling for the tree? And I think I did. I think I got the sapling for the tree, and then I got confused. So there's two types here. This is a lovely biome. Is this a mod or a texture, says Explorer. We're playing a mod pack called Foolcraft 3. I have an avocado tree in my garden, but they are super nasty to me, so you can have my share of them, X, says that 7. Well, avocados are, if I understand correctly, are a little bit fussy as for when you should eat them. They can be tricky to eat at the right time. Also, if you don't prepare it correctly, you may get some of the not as tasty stuff from the inside, outside, like the closer to the edge, it gets greener and it's not as nice to eat. But that's as far as I know with the avocados. Right, so we've got both types of saplings now. We can continue walking. This is a beautiful place right here. Do you train as LCHF? I don't know what LCHF is, but I just do my own sort of training based on stuff that I learn. Sass9602 is here, gifting a sub to Siljamart. Sass, thank you as always for your continued support here around the channel and helping out other people in the community. Siljamart, thank you for your long time being part of this community. Appreciate it ever so much. You're now a subscriber, which is awesome, so thank you to the both of you. Jeb says, this reminded me of when I went to Japan. Would suggest Japan as a place to visit. I'd like to visit Japan. It's a very different culture. I think I'd like Japanese culture because it's quite like respectful of one another, much more introverted sort of culture. Like they have gardens to go to, like places where you can go and sort of enjoy nature with other people. Sparky Glill says, I have been with a colleague on the running machine at the gym. We talked away the hour of training that it did was a great joy. Do you usually go out alone or with someone? How do you keep motivated? I just do it all by myself. Like I've got my own gym equipment. I just go running. I stay motivated to do all of it because I feel the benefits of it constantly, and it makes you feel good constantly. Like runner's high is just like it's still in me from yesterday. I didn't have like a full-on runner's high kind of thing where all of a sudden you're like keep running. Just more of that general good feeling. That's the thing. Like it makes you feel really good, and especially weightlifting. Weightlifting not only comes with like chemical endorphins getting pumped through your body, gives you a real sense of what would you call it? Like discipline, determination, and achievement. Like every time you go and lift the weights, like no one else can do that for you. You've got to do that. You did that. It's hard work, and it makes you stronger. It makes you feel fitter, and then it pumps a load of like endorphins through your body because your body wants that. It wants good job. Kind of, it's built into you to do something like that and get that reward. So yeah, it's. Have we got these trees yet before? I think we have got these ones. I think we've got both of these. So yeah, for me, like, I mean, I guess if you're struggling for inspiration or like finding it difficult, it takes a while to get to a place where you just know you do it all the time. Because when I started, it would like I would have breaks and I would have like patches where I'd kind of stop doing it or I'd get annoyed and you just got to persist. You just got to keep doing it because overall it's the thing to do. It's good for you, and if you just continuously do it, eventually you get to that point where it just becomes part of what you do, and you got to do it, so you get it done. Camera J says, a running partner, call it my dog. 7-month-old German Shepherd. That's cool. That's cool, running with your dog. I bet your dog loves that. But it loves going for a run. 8 Muses says, it's easy to want to live in a culture that you've never experienced or been through the struggles of. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I say it as a bit of a whim kind of thing. Like, there's things about it that I think look kind of alright. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's easy to glamorise something foreign. It's one of the things I often thought when I was younger was like, oh, I'll go live in another country one day. Then I got older and I kind of like realised that, you know, it's probably most places in the world are not that dissimilar from one another, but it's probably going to be very easy to like glamorize a place, an idea of it in your head, and be like, oh, it'll be wonderful, and you know, not realize that every place has its share of problems. And yeah. Are you going to do more of these stream builds like the old Logfellas headquarter thing, says Sildramar? I don't know what this stream build thing is. Stream builds? No idea. I mean, I'm just doing this at the moment, just doing a little bit of Foolcraft. Get the maple tree, says Jeb. Where was the maple tree? Did we go past it? Dead leaves, I think. Let's find out what this drops then, because that's oak wood. Do we get dead leaf saplings? Get some sort of sapling. What do I want to throw at this point? Fig. Dead sapling. Well, okay, we'll take the dead sapling. Ooh, this looks like another biome I haven't seen before. It is stone and ice on the ground. It often that way when you vacation, because you've had that I'm relaxed and enjoying myself mindset, says that stone. Yeah, absolutely. I had that when I went to Barcelona. Let's go. It's raining cats and dogs. I can't wait. Come on. Is it? Oh God, it's actually. Oh no, they're going to die. No, they're not dying. Whoa! Are you my friends now? Oh, you're someone else's pet. Are they disappearing as well? It's literally raining cats and dogs, people. Only on an Asuma stream would it rain cats and dogs. There's a musician! Oh, it disappeared. How long should I stay here for? Will it follow me? I think it just stopped. I also got a hunch it was following me. Can a dead sapling grow, says the tyrant? That's a question I need the answer to. Can it even grow? Yeah, so I went to Barcelona and had a great time, and then I was sort of thinking like, oh my God, like all I need to work is an internet connection. I could move out here and start a new life, and then like I was really excited about it, and then I came back and I thought about it a lot. And then I kind of realised, you know, like I started thinking about things that wouldn't be so great, like the heat. I wouldn't do well in that heat. And then, I don't know Spanish. I'm really, really terrible at learning other languages. I failed all other languages at school. Just can't do it. Got learning difficulties. I've talked about that before. Learning languages, super difficult for me. Yeah, so like there's actually some pretty good reasons that I probably wouldn't have a great time if I moved out there. Sass says, oh wait, you're talking to someone else. Okay. Hate Muses says, holy hell, it's 5 AM. Go to bed, jeez. What are you doing up at 5 AM? In fact, don't go to bed. It's time to get up and start the day soon, jeez. Another cloud to your left, X, says Grim. I'm not going to bother with the clouds now. The clouds are dead to me. They betrayed me with their blazes and sneaky traps. I'm just going to leave that. No, I won't leave it there. Ugh, if I could jump properly. Please jump properly. How am I going to get over this thing without ripping it apart? I hate ripping things apart when you're trying to traverse over them. Someone else comes and sees it, it'll look shameful. Look like we've damaged the environment. I can't even pick up dang blocked place. It's gone all the way down there. Sod it! I'm going to destroy this environment. Okay, I'm going to leave some nasty cobblestone behind because it's a pain in the bum. Alright, one of those people now, jeez. Just trashing the place as I go. If anyone casts their eyes over this beautiful mountain and goes, what is with that ugly ugly cobblestone, you can blame X. There is like a little glowy thing there. Man, this mountain's beautiful. And it's massive. And crazy to traverse. And then there's a drop of death. I need to get around this thing. This is a terrible idea to go through it. Not to be rude or anything, but does anyone have an Xbox Live free gold trial? You can always ask, but you're probably not going to get an answer. Use an ender pouch next time, says the tyrant. There's many things I could have used next time. But it's not next time, it's this time. What type of tree is this? It's a fir. I think we got that one. Right, down there looks better. Keep having this instinct to like jump off of stuff or throw an ender pearl. I mean, the throw an ender pearl one makes sense, but I don't even have an elytra. Creeper! Creepers be creeping, peeps. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! It's all going wrong! There's blazes, there's a portal of doom and death. Some very bad things are going to come through that portal, my friends. Do I even have my bed anymore? Did I leave my bed somewhere? Jeez. I'm running away. I'm panicking like Anakin. Just want to go home. Don't want to encounter a demonic portal. Oh, goodness. Why'd you blow up the chickens? Poor little chickies. Run, Forest, run, says 8 Muses. I'm running. I'm dodging. I'm weaving. I do have the bed on me. There is a chance, Cube. Should I take a chance? Let's take a chance. Have some cookies. I'm running away. There's a cookie monster. That's why. Preemptive escape. Do I still have that boat? I left that boat behind, didn't I? Okay, I think we might be... I think the cookie monster is gone. We're safe to eat. We're running out of food fast. Panic at the demon portals, says 8 Muses. Absolutely. You have a waypoint that you can teleport to, says Lasagna. I don't think we can teleport there. That's not a thing. But we are 1,000 blocks away from it. And there is some fella with something on his head trying to get to me. And we are desperately low on food all of a sudden. I say all of a sudden. It's probably been a long time coming. Isn't this Let's Play Minecraft Together music, says the tyrant. It's not. X, I don't really care that you might read out a message that wasn't meant for someone else. It is public after all, and there is a chance that you might read it out. I don't mind if that happens, says Sass. Okay. I don't know. I find like people talk to each other in chat, and then I read it, and it's kind of like, does it make any sense? Like, it's a message that's out of context. That's why I sometimes avoid them. I want to go home. We travelled out too far. I forgot about the journey back. You always got to make the journey back, peeps. Can't forget about that. Oh, jeez. Get up here. Right, off we go. Gentle Man says, if you open your inventory and click on the scroll by your feet, the last waystone you touched all before will be available to teleport to. Ah, that would be good if I'd touched a waystone. Certainly haven't touched one at my base. Right, onwards we travel. Need some more of that rice dough, don't we? To make rice bread. You can teleport using waypoints. You can teleport using the waystones. That's grim. Exactly. I ain't got waystones, I only got a waypoint. X, where in the world would you travel to? Home, there, base, that place right in front of me. It's where we're travelling to now. Do you remember me on your Plot World server when you were planning Hardcore Hermits logo, says Jeb? No. Like, I was just on there building and some people crowded around. It wasn't particularly significant. I was just on there putting together a logo. That was fun building that logo as well. I wish I'd have recorded a bit more of that. The design process is always super fascinating. But I usually go into it with this mindset of this won't be interesting. And then I like get halfway through and I was like, wow, that was really cool how we got from A to B. Check the village for a waystone, says Queg. Why would I do that? I don't want to go to the village, I'm already at it. I want to head over there. 700 blocks to go, peeps. Let's take... Oh, I can't even take this... Wait, is it because I'm using the wrong tool? Ah! Okay, keep running, sorry. I'm sorry! Sorry that I stopped. I'll keep on my way. Please leave me alone, Mr. Butt Kicker. Oh, there's all sorts of goodness around this area, isn't there? Pears and plums. Fruit dangling from the trees, and I can't take any of it because there's a butt kicker on my trail. Maybe we should kill the butt kicker with sunlight. Take that! Oh, he's shot me in my knee. Or my foot. Grim says loot the village. I've got no room for the loot. We've been through this. Right, for next stream we need to set up some of our farms. I think we should go after some sheep and make some poop dye farms. That'd be awesome. We can use some of those cactus hoppers and put them on top of them as well. I love that idea. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. You need an empty hand, X, says Nature God. My inventory's... No, it's not full, is it? What do I need an empty hand for? Break the waystone, put it in your base, then you can instantly teleport to the base. I've got to get to the base first, Grim. Jeez. Why don't y'all people understand? Or I can't teleport to there until I get to there, so what's the point? I Love Cat says, wow, it's so warm I'm getting a bit dizzy. Jeez, that's not good. Drink some water, man. Keep yourself hydrated. I love how that is just on the surface, and it's gone. That was great. That was a magical moment. Luke says, will you ever do the 3-hour long streams again? Yeah, probably will. Not today, though. I can only stream for another 2.5 hours at the moment. So, not today. That Jared says, Shashwam-bam. That's my name. That's how it's correctly pronounced. There's many correct ways to pronounce it, though. Water is good, says 8 Muses. Water is good. I like water. Can you imagine this world without water? I think everything on it would die. So it's a good reason I like water. I mean, there's a good reason to drink water. Okay. You know, life can't exist without it. Probably a good sign it's a good drink. Yeah, I love that life drink, please. I love that drink that allows us to exist. Thanks. More Foolcraft, says Phonic Star. There'll be more Foolcraft, don't you worry. X, do you have a top favourite moment in Minecraft? Yes, episode 299 of Hermitcraft. Professional Minecrafters, hashtag never forget. Never forget the impeccable display, impeccable, ladies and gentlemen, display of professionalism within the Minecraft community. Episode 299 of Hermitcraft, just, you'll never forget it. If you've seen it, you'll never forget it. We're home! Yay! Spawn point set. Yay! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed this live stream today. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for watching. It will be uploaded to the second channel if you just tuned in and wanted to catch the rest of it. And as of right now, we shall be doing a raid on another streamer, so I'll be checking out who is available to raid. But that is it from me, so thank you, everyone. Appreciate the support. I got something for us to raid here, so thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Appreciate it as always, and I'll send you over to Jax Mackie, who is doing some Minecraft as well. So I hope you enjoy. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.